Hello, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to the first of about 12 club tours that I'm going to be doing throughout FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. If you watch my videos for the last couple of years, you'll know that every single month I do an update on my FIFA 18 Ultimate Team club, so that you can see what types of players that have come into the teams and all that sort of stuff. And we are into a new month. It's October, and this will be the first one that I do for FIFA 18. So if you do enjoy this type of video, make sure you hit it with a thumbs up, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys are new around here. So just to start things off, this is not like my Road to Glory account or anything like this. It is an account where I have put a lot of money into it, so that I can make content throughout the year for you guys. This is my main account where I have lots of FIFA point packs been opened, and lots of crazy players already. So I'm going to start things off in the German Bundesliga. This is the squad that I have, probably about the best squad that I've got in terms of the Bundesliga. It features some complete and utter beasts, and actually a couple of low-rated, low-cost gems as well. But in goal and in the defence, we do have the likes of Neuer, Boateng and Socrates. I think this is about as good as it gets in the Bundesliga, until special items and stuff like that come out. But yeah, I picked up Neuer for, let's say, 150,000 coins. That was probably before the actual launch of the game. That was probably during the early access week. And before the weekend league pops up, well, what is his lowest been right now? Hopefully it's not under 150. Well, we've got past the... There's not actually that many on the market. And I'd say about 180,000 is the cheapest Neuer. So I've at least broken even or make some profit on that. Boateng I picked up for like 120k. These aren't all players that I've packed, but a significant number of them are. I would always recommend people like Weiser in the right back spot, and then Brzezinski, who was a right back last year, is a left back this year. I don't think I've even used him yet, but he does look like a great little card, so definitely one that you could stick into a cheaper team. Now the midfield in this squad is actually really tasty. I was lucky enough to pack Tolisso the other night, and I'm going to keep him all year because he's an interesting player. If he gets game time at Bayern, which I'm pretty sure he is getting, then there's potential for him to get a couple of informs throughout the year. I don't really want to sell that card. He's one of my favourite players on the game. He always is just so well rounded, so I'm looking forward to using him. This is one of the higher rated players I've ever packed on the game. 88 rated Thiago Alcantara. Of course, 5-star skill moves on this beast, 90 dribbling and 85 passing, and he is a fun player to use. And then if you haven't already heard about Leon Goretzka this year, you're doing it wrong. He is a complete and utter beast. Look at the stats, man. 84 pace in the centre of midfield, and he's got high work rates as well as being 6'2". The guy's a beast and does hold around a 20,000 coin, maybe a little bit less than that markup, just simply because of those stats. We've then got a new player, Yarmolenko, who also has a ones to watch, and by the time you're watching this, maybe an inform, depending on if they decide to give him one this particular week. We've also got Timo Werner and then Julian Brandt, who I did pack Royce the other night, but he was like 130k, so I sold that bad boy on. I figured I'd take the coins rather than hold on to a player like that for a long period of time. So that's the first squad, that's the Bundesliga. Let's move on to the Italian league, the Serie A. Another one of my tasty squads, actually. Lots of good players in here this year. If we take a quick look at the bench before we get going, have got the likes of Douglas Costa. Actually, that's a good one to probably sell right now. How much actually is he? 27,000. Like, because he's got a ones to watch in packs right now. I just feel like he probably won't be 27,000 coins. I'll try and sell it for 26.5 because I did see 27 bins there. I'll sell it for 26.5, and then I reckon next week when he's back in packs, he'll obviously drop below that, and then I can either pick him up again or just wait until the next time I pack him. But on the bench, we've got the likes of Barzagli, Strootman, Perisic, Manolas. Bernardeschi's a really fun player, or Bernardeschi, sorry, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I actually really enjoyed him when I used him. But one of the highest rated ones to watch I've packed so far this year is Leonardo Bonucci. I think I've packed like 5 overall. I've packed Bonucci, the guy who was in the last one, Tolisso. They're probably the best two, right? I packed Edison from the Premier League. I sold that bad boy on straight away. And I can't remember who else. We'll probably find them throughout the video. But the likes of Alejandro Gomez, Nani this year with the 5-star skills and weak foot, Belotti with the 5-star weak foot, and then of course Inform El Shaarawy was someone I packed this week. Only about 30,000 coins, so I'm definitely keeping hold of him. He just looks like a fun player, right? And that is the Serie A. Moving on then to the French Ligue 1. I've got a couple of mixed squads along the way, by the way. I'm just showing you my main leagues because I guess that's what people typically build right at the start of the game. I have a relatively strong looking Ligue 1 side. I've gone with the second variant 4-3-3. It's the one with the defensive midfielder because last night I did pack myself a Fabinho, which I definitely want to put into the squad. He looks really, really good this year, doesn't he? 74 pace, 76 dribbling, but 83 defending and physical when he's 6'2". Gonna be a beast, that is for damn sure. We've got the likes of Dani Alves. Cyprion's always great. Sanson again looks amazing this year. Keita Balde-Diao, what a beast he is. I really love this player, and I'm sure he's also selling for quite a bit right now. Getting close to that 10k mark, I would say, because obviously he's got a ones to watch as well, and he is the sort of player that people are going to be using in that first weekend league. Lucas Moura on the right hand side. Lucas Leiva plays for Lazio now, and then Balotelli, who was in the random pick last week. What a great player he is. Actually such a beast. If you haven't already tried out Balotelli, I don't think he costs too much, and he is very, very good. So, that is the French Ligue 1. My La Liga side's looking alright as well, actually. Got some special cards in here. This is like the for show La Liga side, where I would like put all the special versions out of players that I've got. Like Theo Hernandez I picked up because for 17k, he's probably even less than that now. I just feel like that's a good buy. If he even gets one in form, he's going to go way above that price. So it's unlikely, I guess, that he's going to get one, but you know what, I haven't really risked much there. So this is for show because I've got like Joaquin, and I've got, is that Joaquin? Yeah. And also Zaza up front, who I packed last night. But if I was actually going to be playing with this squad, I would be using the likes of Iñaki Williams for sure. Who else have we got here that would work in the squad? I would probably end up going with someone like Saul in the midfield, but I'd switch him with Isco, because I think Asensio, as good as he looks, I think I'd probably rather use Isco for that dribbling, passing, shooting stats. I think they look very, very good. And then I wouldn't use Theo Hernandez. I'd definitely go with the Jordi Alba that I bought the other day, and then probably Ben Yedder up front. I think that's a really usable La Liga side, and then I'd probably switch out a defender here for the likes of Jimenez, because he's got 70 pace, and I think that would work quite well. Apparently, by the way, Umtiti is extremely good on this game. Someone recommended him to me the other day, and I'm sure he's a beast. So, that's the La Liga. Have I got any more leagues left? Oh yeah, obviously I've got the EPL, I've got the Premier League. I was saving that one, but we'll take a little look at it now. This is my Premier League side as of this moment. I've got some absolutely incredible players, and then some players that I would definitely look to switch out for others. And I don't have the likes of Kante or Christian Eriksen or any crazy high-rated strikers, because I actually sold the likes of Gabriel Jesus. I sold Premier League players like Harry Kane, Dele Alli, people that were over 50,000 coins. I've even got rid of Martial, I think, right now. The bench on the Prem team looks pretty good. These two are obviously worth quite a bit. Sterling, Smalling, like there's some great players here. But right now, this is the starting 11. I've got Fabianski in goal, packed him a couple of times in the first week. Kyle Walker's a beast. Danny Rose is a beast. Bailly this year is a upgraded guy with medium-high work rates. Last year he was super attacking. This year he just looks game-breaking. And then I packed this Davinson Sanchez, not Vicente Sanchez. I don't even know who that is. Who looks really good. And if he gets like a single in form, he's going to rock it. So I'll definitely keep him for now. That was actually the... Was that the first ones to watch I actually packed? Pretty cool. Hard-working midfield here of absolute tanky players. We've got Renato Sanchez. We've got Bakayoko, who is literally supposed to be the Kante this year. He's supposed to be unbelievable, and I bought him on the... I don't know what I'm going to tell you there, and maybe I've just given a little hint of a different account that I own that I may have just bought him on. You'll find out at some point in time. And then we've got Wijnaldum as well, who is a really hard-working player, very pacey in the centre of midfield. And then we've got Salah. Salah on the right-hand side, very pacey for Liverpool this year. Mikel Antonio, who is someone that I've bigged up quite a lot. I have packed him a couple of times, so that's why he's got no games on him. Oh, they did up his price cap in the end, and he is now sitting over 10k, but not much over 10k. And then I did decide to get Player of the Month Mane the other day. I got his loan actually for a little while and tried that out and realised that, yeah, I just wanted him. He's really good, so definitely gone ahead and picked him up. I had a Mane that I had sold on for like profit along the way, so it felt like a little bit cheaper when I ended up buying another one that I could take like 30 or 40,000 coins off it because I know I'd already profited on one. But yeah, that's the Prem team. Moving on swiftly to what have we got next? I've got a mix and a weekend league cheap. Let's take a look at the little mix squad. It's just something that I put together that you could use that isn't going to really break the bank. It's definitely not going to break the bank if you just switch this guy out for any Premier League goalkeeper that isn't in form. The likes of Begovic, who's overpowered, yeah, that would work. That squad doesn't look too expensive to me. Obviously, Keita, Balde, Diao, and not Henderson, Lallana are going to be the two most expensive players in that squad. But it looks like a lot of fun, and you got some 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot plays. You got 5-star skill at here, 4-star skills on Balde, Diao, and then of course 5-star weak foot on Lallana. A nice team. The Weekend League Cheap is a squad that I've put together that I think could be a good option for you if you don't have that many coins. You will need to sink a little bit of money into the likes of Goretzka and Antonio, but they're worth it. They're incredibly good. But players that are absolute gems that don't cost a lot on this game. Farman, he's 84 rated and I think he's under 2,000 coins. That's mad. We've got Waisa, we've got Juan Jesus, we've got Lukaku, all great players. Allen is a workhorse in the midfield. Beastly player. Zielinski's fun, 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot on him. Interesting little player for a centre mid. Lanzini's supposed to be beastly, and of course he gets a strong link to Antonio. And then we have Andre Great up front just for the pace. I figured I'd offer that out to you as this is a potential weekend league team. But you're probably looking at 30k for on Antonio and Goretzka. The rest of the team's probably not even going to cost you that combined. So it's probably, let's say, a 40 to 50,000 coin team overall, which is doable at this stage. If you've watched The Road to Glory, you guys know I've got way more coins than that. So that is my weekend league option for you guys. Now this is my best team right now. I've sunk a lot of money into this game already because it's worth it to me. I need to spend money to make money, you know, and making these videos and stuff. I need to be able to have access to certain players and stuff. And this is my best squad right now. I've not shown you any icons yet, but we've got 3 crazy ones in this particular team. So this team is just a mix between the Bundesliga, the Premier League. We've got 1 La Liga player in there in Theo Hernandez, and then we've got 3 awesome icons. Now the first of which is Frank Rijkaard. I got him for 400k. And he's an 88 rated position change. He's a centre-back. Look at the stats on this guy for a centre-back. 78 pace is amazing. 88 defending and 85 physical is just absolutely awesome. But he's got 78 dribbling and 79 passing on a centre-back. That's absolutely awesome because you can feel comfortable to hold the ball, move around with the ball with your centre-back in defence. Let's compare that, for instance, to Jerome Boateng, who's got 68 dribbling, which is actually not too bad, but he's only got 72 passing. Like, this Rijkaard, yeah, he's the real deal. I really like him. I've put Bakayoko into the midfield because he's about as good as these two. No, not really. He's crazy good for the money you're going to pay. I bought Patrick Vieira as an investment. I hope at some point in time he goes up. If not, yeah, I lose coins on him. But what a player he is. Medium high work rate, 6'4". He's a boss in midfield and an absolute gem of a player. I love him. He obviously costs a lot of money, around 1.5 million coins. But attribute details like that, 90 stamina, 89 strength, 90 aggression, 90 interceptions. With that crazy pace, and he's 6'4", yeah, he does boss the midfield. And then I've got Heung-min Son, I've got Salah, and I have put Player of the Month Mane up front. I love the look of that item, by the way. It actually looks incredible. He does look really, really nice with the purple and the gold and stuff. And I love how he's cradling that award. It looks just beautiful, doesn't it? But this is my big purchase. I bought Ruud Gullit, 90 rated the other day. 2.7 million coins this guy cost me. Most expensive player I've ever bought on FIFA ever, I'm pretty sure. And, well, he's 6'3", 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot. There's a reason why he's that expensive, because he just breaks the game with the stats that he's got. Look at these attribute details, man. They are absolutely insane. His icon profile tells me that spent 2 years at PSV, moved to Feyenoord in the summer of 1985. Is this his Feyenoord card. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure which one it actually is. A lot of you Dutch guys will know a lot more about it, or if you actually read that whole story, you'll probably be able to tell which particular team that this is based around, or which era this is based around. But the stats just look incredible, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Going forward, defending, doing anything, this guy's going to be amazing. And again, I bought him as an investment. 2.7 million is a lot. What is he going for right now? I mean, the cheapest is 250,000 coins more than what I paid, but it doesn't seem to be being bought. I'm hoping that the Weekend League makes him a more expensive player. Some of the pros and stuff may be looking to buy him, and at which point, if he goes like over 3 mil and stuff, yeah, I'll probably offload and make a quick bit of coinage on him. But for now, that is my crazy club tour for the start of FIFA. If I just walk you through what's sold. What did I... Oh, Douglas Costa sold. That's not too bad. I've also got a load of 83s and above that I've packed along the way in my transfer list. I've got loads of them because they're so cheap right now, but I feel like with SBCs, they're just going to go up in price. So this is my club as of this moment in time. I have got that 96 Ronaldo. Don't know if I'll ever use him because... I don't know, I just want him in my club. I want to have the option to use him whenever. I need to be able to buy an R9 at some point. That's just the craziest card ever, right? I have Ronaldo, both of these from the Icon Edition. This was the player I picked as my first crazy player that they give you at the start. As I said, use 7 games on the Player of the Month loan Mane. I've got a Royce as well, probably will discard that. I hate loan players, but how can you ever discard these guys, right? I need to use them first. Then we got the likes of my my Icons. Gullit, unreal. And then just the informs that I packed that probably haven't been shown in teams. I basically packed a load of the week 1 informs and a couple of the week 2 informs. But yeah, obviously my team and my whole squad is looking crazy right now. What I will say is that sinking a lot of money into the game is a necessary thing for me, but it's not necessarily the most fun way to play the game. I have about 5 times more fun on the road to glory grinding away for coins and stuff than I do just being able to have the players on this account. So yeah, like if there's any like salty people out there, it's my job. I need to spend money to make money in this particular business. So yeah, I'm expected to have a club like this at the start, but I also have the road to glory, which you guys can definitely follow along with. If you haven't already, you're missing out because there's some crazy good tips and just generally good videos on the road to glory if you're missing out already. But this is my main club. It's what I'll use to make content all year, to do SBCs, for player of the months, for crazy icons and stuff like along the way. It gives me the opportunities to make my videos, to make the reviews for FUTWIZ and all of that sort of stuff, which I need to be able to have access to the greatest players on the game. So I hope you've enjoyed the October edition of my club tour. I reckon this time next month I probably won't have these icons because I hope that they've gone up in price and that I can sell them. If not, I'm probably a bit screwed, but I know that I can fall back on a few million coins right there just in those themselves, which is obviously useful for me. Smash a like on the video if you've enjoyed, if you've got any like ideas for squads off of this video, or you've seen some players that you didn't know existed, all of that sort of stuff. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a good one, guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace.